sports. It's in the game.
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it, I do what I want it. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore, my city used to it come up. Bryce and Jack G, James is up next. The rest is up to me, these lames is upset. My peers get upstaged, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming, it's people are oppressed, and I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it, 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 they don't love it. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah, breathe the envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, media.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The name Viking fans know well, it's the brother of Dalvin, James Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Yeah, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Cook up the gut. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8.
Now Rodgers. It's brought in by Wilson. Touchdown!
Michael Wilson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Madison. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. You look at this Arizona defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
3rd down and 6.
They'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Vikings at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Addison.
So the completion good for just 3. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Right there, hurt.
They'll look to throw.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Now a give running right, it's Cook.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Going to run with Madison again. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Second and 4. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw, it's Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On play action, Rodgers. Able to find Willis.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A huge play there for Arizona. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9.
They run it again with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Rodgers now to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that how powerful arm is the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. In motion, the tight end. They'll throw now on the final play. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. The full catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark, because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to throw again. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Madison is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now Cook running right. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and it's now 21-7. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
We have an offense.
2nd and 5. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Complete to Addison on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 2. Throw out wide is incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline.
And they will score. It's a
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
Gain of 12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw again.
This is caught by Addison.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Cardinals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll go Madison up the middle. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Looking to throw. And he is caught. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Charles, that's a pretty good. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
1st down, Cardinals.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the...
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this.